Grand Rising wonderful souls, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bronwen. Welcome in, it's good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments and your subscribes. I truly appreciate all of them. What I felt as I was connecting in is pressure in the heart space. So there's something heartfelt coming forward, and I can feel it rising to my throat. Like there's something that either needs to be purged or there's something that needs to be said. And I want to tap straight in and just see what wants to come forward. And I almost like choked on those words. Interesting. 1, 2 or 3. Okay, let's see. A heartfelt conversation, a heart to heart. I don't know, I feel like there's a heaviness coming through. Or it's like a heaviness that needs to pass through, not stay. You've attracted wonderful news is in reverse. So this is somebody trying to bring in some sort of information that may not be the highest and not even the highest and greatest, but it may come with a trigger warning. Maybe we have positive, uplifting new friends. So I don't know who this is. Who is it that is bringing this information? Is it a new friend? Hedgehog love is coming out. I heard I've cried over you. Stifle, bored and stuck. This is really moving energy. This is purging some sort of energy here. Healing from heartache in reverse. So this is really purging old wounds or something that you don't need to be holding on to anymore. Okay, we've got siblings, younger friends and responsibilities. This is somebody that you may be estranged from. This is somebody that you don't speak to anymore. Or this person is now getting really bad news. Rediscover your individuality and become a dragon. And as I'm speaking, I'm finding it hard to pronunciate. And I think there's something here with someone either being drunk or under the influence in some way. Okay. Someone is feeling defeated. Why? Kali's come out. From death comes rebirth. Because this may be a purging or a letting go that you've actually done. Grief. I had a letter in grief. We have clean up time in reverse, and we have from death comes rebirth. So something has been purged. Know that my readings are timeless, so I'm picking up on past, present and future energy. Sometimes a mixture of all three. Take what resonates. Know that it doesn't mean that everything's happening in real time unless it's specifically stated. This from death comes rebirth. There has definitely been an ending when it comes to the 4th house, when that is connected down to a 4, which is ruled by Cancer. This is family. This is the sacral chakra. Maybe there was something connecting and blocking the sacral chakra that has been relieved, has been removed, has been purged, especially with cleanup time coming out in reverse. The fact that it's in reverse means that it's not something that needs to be done. It's something that already has. We also have a powerful energy shift coming out with stifle, bored and stuck. Yeah, this is giving me somatic release. It's giving the watching something and becoming, like I said, trigger warning, becoming emotionally triggered by something and having a really good cry, and then realizing why that movie and the thing that they said in the movie, or you know, that lyric within that song, whatever it may be, why it brought those emotions up. And either having that internal conversation with self, having it with your therapist, writing it down, it moves the energy. It stops it from being stagnant. It stops it from taking up, you know, taking up space in your home, within your head, within your heart. Yeah, I will watch over you. So there's this energy of, it may have been safety. There's something about like listening to seed sounds for the root chakra, or listening to and repeating mantras of I am, because that's talking about safety. I am good enough. I am safe. I am strong. And yesterday I saw a clip for the film The Help. And it's such a good film, it's such a good book. And there's a part in it where the maid is the person of colour, the maid is a person of colour, and they're just treated so badly. They're treated so badly. You know, having to have a separate toilet because, you know, you can catch diseases apparently from people of colour back in the 40s. And this woman was raising the child. She was raising the child for the person who was actually paying her, and the mother became very jealous. And there's a part where she gets fired. She is wrongly accused of stealing, and the little girl that she's been raising is just so distraught. She's so distraught that she's leaving, because she more or less sees her as her mother. And the woman had taught her different phrases. I am smart, I am beautiful, I am important. I cannot remember them exactly, but it hit me right there. This is talking the I ams with safety. So let's go in and let's see what's going on, because I feel like there is definitely a purging coming from the root chakra. And when you think that up until the age of 10, from when we are created in utero, all we have is our root chakra. That's the only energy center that we have. So we see everything from safety, identity, love, family, joy, how we connect to the divine. Everything is from our root chakra. But what happens also is that as we get older, we no longer need to use the root chakra for those things, but we don't purge anything that's in there that makes us feel unsafe. We're not separating how we see love. We're not separate, because those things are what we viewed when we were small, watching our parents and all the rest of it. And I can go on forever on that. So there's something that may have been suppressed in the root chakra, and there is a specific family member that may be coming to someone's mind here when it comes to this purging. The sacral, the root, not so much the solar plexus. I'm looking at this miracle card and it has those colors, all of the roots. The root, the sacral, the solar plexus, a little bit of the crown chakra coming out. And it says the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Okay. Do you know what as well is that I think that there may have been somebody that was attached to you. And I'm not talking about, oh, they're really attached to you, they really like you. I mean, energetically, there was someone here that was attached to you, because you may have been giving your energy away to this person. You may have spent a lot of your youth around this person. And it does say on here, like sibling, younger friends, someone that you felt responsible for. You have the Fool coming out in reverse, which is talking about it's not even about just not new beginnings. It's also that energy of being cautious to try new things. Because the Fool card, as you can see, she is walking, she's not looking down, she's not looking at danger. And I know we can say, well, that's a bit naive, but it's because she trusts in the divine. And I've just realized that she's carrying a white rose, which is the symbol for Archangel Sandalphon. So she's very grounded in reality while she's moving into this new beginning. Her dog's not looking down in fear. Her dog's looking at her for guidance. And she is looking up to God, to Vishnu, to Allah, to whoever you see as divine source of all. Being in reverse is almost like taking away our capability to have faith, to have trust. And I'm going to place this one down here right next to I've attracted wonderful news in reverse. I feel like there is a cycle that has been broken, like really. And I know we say this a lot. We talk about cycles being broken and this karmic cycle is gone. There was something that was being threaded through memories, or threaded through one of your energetic bodies, or all of your energetic bodies, that may have been as fine as a piece of thread. So fine that you didn't see it was there, and it was connecting you to somebody in your family, little brother, little sister, younger friends, or someone you felt responsible for, because they were literally taking. And I don't know if every time you thought of this person or dreamt of this person, or there was a, you know, like I said, a song or a movie that reminded you of this person, it kind of strengthened that cord. But it seems like this cord has really been removed with I Am Kali coming out, which I love the fact that only yesterday I did a reading talking about Kali, and I don't believe in coincidences in any way, shape or form. You see something like that and you see a pattern, it's because the universe is telling you something. Something happened last night, either in your dream state before you went to bed, or you were about to have a very big change happen energetically with some sort of emotional release. If you feel like you want to cry, do so. Literally let it out. Because there's something here about the tears, the salt in tears, that is very, very cleansing. And I cannot look. I've just opened up this deck, and I'm opening up the deck to the Three of Swords, which talks about grief and loss and sadness and healing when it's in this in reverse. Healing. You also have the Devil energy in reverse. This is healing from past wounds, and healing from wounds that you may have not remembered. And I don't know if I'm explaining that properly, but like, for example, I had a conversation with my younger sister, and we were talking about our childhoods, and I don't really talk about things that have happened to me when I was younger, but I was severely neglected, like severely neglected. And I'm not going to talk too much about that, but I'm not exaggerating when I'm talking about neglect. And when I've spoken to therapists, they're like, are you sure? I work with children for 20 years. I know the signs of abuse. I know the signs of neglect. I was emotionally neglected and emotionally abused. But I don't remember everything. I do not remember all of the things that happened when I was younger. And I had a conversation with my younger sister who said, do you not remember this, this, and this? And when she said it, it just came flying back. It literally just came flying back. And I'm not asking anyone for pity in any way, shape or form, because I have healed from that, and I'm still healing from certain parts of that. I'm good. I'm just using that as an example. But that memory then flew back, and I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that, because our minds, our mind knows how to lock things away for our benefit. And I feel like the same thing here. Something may have been locked away that you weren't able to access by yourself. This Kali energy coming through, you may not work with Kali Ma. I mean, I work with Kali. I absolutely adore her energy. You may just pray to God. You may work just with angels. You may work with elementals and fae. Whoever it is for you, this portion of our life is unlocking parts of our past that we were either too young to remember, or it was too traumatizing to remember. So we are literally gathering like soul fragmentations and bringing them back to us. It's almost like taking back our power, really taking back our power. Not just stating, I'm taking back my power across all space, time and dimension, taking it back right now and returning what isn't mine. It's actually reclaiming memories and things along those lines, which may bring in a somatic release through emotions. This is going to cut a cord completely to a family member here. Now, as much as it says little brother, little sister, it doesn't have to be a sibling. It could be your caregivers. It could be your mum, your dad, your grandparents. It could be that you grew up in foster care or in the system. Take it as it resonates for you, and know that I feel like there is massive change, massive emotional change coming in for someone here, if it's not already knocking on your door. Now, I did not realize that this reading was going to have such emotionally charged energy in it. So if you feel like it's too emotionally charged, please, you can pause this, come back to it later, not watch it at all. Of course I am, someone who wants people to watch my videos. That's how I get paid. But your mental health is more important. If you are not okay with listening to this, you don't have to. Seriously, put yourself first. If you feel like you need support, please reach out and gain support from your doctor, from a therapist, from a good friend that will listen. Just don't do it by yourself. No one's an island. Okay, it's okay not to be okay. Just don't go it alone. You don't need to. You really, really don't. Tell me about Kali. From death comes rebirth, please. Look what we've got. It's the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks about, it's not just to do with abundance and luck, it's also to do with fate, destiny. When we think about that thread, because I was seeing like this energetic cord as a thread, a really thin, like hair thin thread. It's giving the three fates and how one pulls the thread to bring in new life. The one in the middle moves the thread up and down to create like the dips and troughs, or whatever it's called in life, the ups and downs. and the last one cuts it to represent when life ends. And I feel like this thread, there's something here that has been cut, but not cut in the way that your life is over. Just a portion of yourself from the past no longer needs to take what's the word, precedent over your life or control your life. Something is being snipped and placed. It's being replaced. It's being given back to your oversoul, to your monadic self, to your I am presence, to be kind of like a puzzle fitted back into you. But it's not something that is now going to govern your life. Look, it's coming out. I feel like someone here is having a rebirth. I honestly feel like someone here is having a rebirth, and that's beautiful. I'm going to put down the Wheel of Fortune next to Kali, and then I'm going to put death down on cleanup time. And this is to do with somebody's values when it comes to their self, their inner self, hermit mode. This cleanup time has a number 15 on it, and it condensing down to a 6. We're looking at the 6th house, we're looking at Virgo, but it's in reverse. So we are looking at the shadow parts of how we analyze certain things or overanalyze certain things. I don't know if a person in your life that you grew up with, like I said, caregiver, family member, whoever that may be, may have either directly or indirectly pushed almost like a limiting thought belief or perspective onto you. And it's definitely to do with the I ams. I'm not good enough. I'm pathetic. I'm sad. I'm this. I'm that. I had those as well, and it worked. It took a very long time for me to remove those, to remove the thoughts of not being good enough, or I am small, or I need to be out of the way, because out of sight means not getting in trouble. There is definitely an encouragement to continue. I had a work-based prophecy. What does that mean? Because what I was going to say is that there's a need to continue with someone's doing past life regression, someone's doing hypnosis. There's a modality that someone is using to free themselves from certain energetic traps, if that makes sense. It's almost like mold and mildew growing in the bathroom, in the grouting, and knowing that if you use this type of modality, it's getting rid of that mold. But if the mold comes back, you try a different one, and this is the last modality that you need to use before it's completely gone, before it's snipped, before you don't have to think about that anymore. And not because you're ignoring it, because you've been able to find peace. Tell me about the Fool, please. Okay, so the Fool coming out has the Page of Swords here. I feel like there is someone that may be watching, and they have to watch you grow. They have to watch something here. Especially, I'm getting dreams. There's something going on with someone's dreams here, and that you may have had like monitor spirits or people trying to get, I keep seeing coming through mirrors to check on you, to see your well-being. I had to check your weight, to check your health. And this is coming down to a family member. It may be the same family member that you have switched off memories, or blanked certain things out, or it may be somebody else who also, I heard, elicited fear or enabled it, because this is giving like bullying. This is giving bullying within a family unit. You have the Four of Cups here in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse is accepting something here. It may even be accepting an offer that you don't want rather than one that you do. And I feel like someone here may have felt obliged or felt like it was their duty of care to give time, energy and love to a family member. There's very dysfunctional energy coming through. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity. You can see that they have these scales on their hand up here, which is looking at fairness, justice. You know, it's got a very Libra kind of energy to it, even though we are looking at an earth sign here. I don't know if somebody here worked to care for others, or worked to nurture others, or they did something here with the hope that they would be given value from others, especially in the family unit. And it's almost like there was an insecurity, or there is an insecurity that was really perpetuated and pushed and magnified by a specific family member. And it's got to do with your root chakra, those I am not good enough. I need to work this hard so that I feel valued. I need to show up this much, not for myself, but for these people in my family or whatever, because I am small, or I am not clever, or I am whatever that may be, because it's giving me, again, the help. I am beautiful, I am knowledgeable, I am important. And having a mother that's not raising, I don't know, this could be your mother then. For someone, this is like an absent mother, a narcissistic mother, a mother that may have had mental health issues, may have had disabilities. And I'm not saying that if your mother had disabilities or anything like that, that they're a terrible mother, but trauma is trauma. Trauma is trauma, you know. If we're not getting the support that we need, then how do we become the parents that our children need us to be? Honestly. We have the Four of Cups. I'm going to put that down also. I feel like there is someone here that is trying to... They may have been trying for a very long time to feed from your energy, or at least get a reaction from your energy. And it was ever so subtle. It was ever so subtle, but it was going on for a very long time, because the Eight of Cups in reverse is the energy of continuing something and doing so with very monotone reactions, not really feeling overwhelmed, doing something in a very calm and not even centered way. But where I've put this card down, it's over the Wheel of Fortune, and it's next to I am Kali. From death comes rebirth. So I don't know if someone's been questioning the choices that they've made, whether that is walking away from family members, cutting certain people off, having to, what is the technique for people with narcissistic personality disorder, to greystone them or grey wall them or grey rock. I cannot remember which one it is. I don't know if someone is questioning whether or not doing that is okay. Because it's like, if you have been conditioned for so flipping long to feel like you are obliged to give your all to other people, or to be the empath in an empath to a narcissistic paradigm, you know, when we break free, we question whether or not we're doing the right thing. Am I doing the right thing? Am I in the wrong? Did I do the wrong thing? Because we don't have boundaries. We're still learning those. You are being told by Kali or by a higher power that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and they're exactly where they're supposed to be. And if you have chosen to walk away from them and have those healthy boundaries, then you're on the right path. You are without a doubt on the right path, and you should be ever so proud of yourself. Let's see, what do we have here while my chin rests on the table? Come here. We have here strength coming out. So strength is in reverse. And this is something that may, I don't know if someone here has had that somatic release, but there is the energy of it really knocking the wind out of you, because it's like grieving for the unaliving of someone when they're still alive. It's grieving the ending of a relationship when you're still in the relationship, whether that's platonic, familial, romantic. Do you know what I mean? I want to keep this one kind of short, so I'm going to wrap this up. Is there anything else that we need to know? There, okay. What do we need to know? Three of Swords is underneath. I do feel like there is a specific person that is feeling the energetic cutoff. They know that it's the end. They can't reach out to you. They can't manipulate your energy anymore. They can't feed off of your energy. If somebody was trying to watch you through mirrors, they can't anymore. I heard put your amulet on, or put your bracelet or your necklace or something on, You may have stopped wearing something for a while. You're being told to put it back on again. We've got the Three of Pentacles coming out to the Three of Swords. Okay, yeah, you have the energy of someone here who is gutted that things are working out for you, and I don't even think they understand why they don't want it to happen for you. I heard mental health is a weird thing. It's a very strange thing. We have here the heartbreak, absolute and utter heartbreak coming through. And then we have the Three of Pentacles coming out. You may have had a family member trying to reach out or wanting to work things out, but it's like the door has already closed, and that timeline, you're no longer on that timeline. Now you're collecting parts of your identity from that timeline that need to be assimilated back in for peace and for joy within yourself. But the actual door or window of opportunity to heal and grow with that person may have gone for someone. And I think it's coming to terms with that and understanding that you haven't done anything wrong. And if you need to grieve, grieve. If you need to have a cry, cry. That's okay. Anything else, please and thank you, before I go? We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. And so you are being guided by, it seems like a very strong warrior kind of feminine energy coming through that's letting you know that you did the right thing, that you are building now for yourself, and that any abundance that comes in, if you want to share that, you'll be sharing that with people that celebrate you, that lift you up, that are kindred spirits, kindred minds, kindred souls, and not with those who may have actually tried to slow you down in the first place, just because of their own trauma, their own sadness. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving arcana. It's a very, very slow one, simply because it takes time to create investments. It takes time to create investments, and they do grow, but when you get to cash that out, it's going to be massive. It's going to be life-changing. Now this blessing is ready for you. It's ready to come in for you. You have the Lovers coming out as well. That's so beautiful. And I don't even see this as like romance as in with another person. Another number 6 there. This is going within. This is the Hermit card. This is looking at your own shadow and pouring love into your own shadow. Really pouring love into your own shadow. I'm going to leave this here. I know it was a short one, but I have to. I'm waiting for a phone call. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a really good day. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more of my content and when I post, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell so you can do just that. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, making sure that is an actual heart. Kisses. I love you guys. Know that my readings are open. I have limited spaces. I will keep my readings open until the 10th of April, between the 10th and the 14th of April, depending on how quickly the spaces go. But once they've gone, they've gone. If you email me after I've closed, I won't be able to help you out there. Just make yourself familiar with my services and the prices that I offer. You can find that in any of the videos. Just go in the description box, scroll down a tiny little bit, you'll find the emails, how you contact me. If you look right underneath that, it has all of my services, all of my prices. Once you know what it is that you want and how much you want to spend, get in contact with me and we can custom fit something that works for your needs. I love you guys. Bye.